I'm Roque and welcome to RoqueSox. So today I'm going to rant on my most hated fictional character, Hermione Granger. So last year when I was doing video every day in November, I mentioned that I disliked Hermione and one of my friends asked me why, and I did a little unscripted rant on her, but I feel like I can do it better and my hatred for this character deserves a better video. So today I'm going to do a detailed discussion on why I think Hermione is completely unbearable, and particularly book version of Hermione. In the movies I didn't mind her, but in the books I just cannot stand her at all. So yeah, this is why Hermione sucks. Let's rock it. Number one, she is incredibly weepy. Like, I get it, girls are emotional creatures. I was picked on for 7 years of my school life because it was easy to make me cry, which was fun for other people. So, you know, I understand that sometimes you can't help it, you just cry. But Hermione is so dramatic. Throughout the book, she is constantly being like, oh Harry, oh Ron, oh you mustn't, like seriously woman, get a grip. And one thing that really annoys me is in the 7th book when Kreacher is telling them about Regulus Black, she bursts into tears and tries to hug him even though she knows that he is completely repulsed by her. Like, seriously woman, pull yourself together. I don't know if it's just because I already hate this character that this annoys me so much, but yeah, it definitely counts as a reason why I can't stand her. And just for the record, I find Rony Myrtle delightful compared to Hermione. Number 2, she is an insufferable know-it-all. Now just for the record, I am not the biggest fan of Snape, and having to agree with him on something, I don't like that, but for the sake of Hermione, I have to. Personally, I don't think Hermione is a nerd that just loves learning. I think she just wants to know everything about the magical world to kind of make up for the fact that she's Muggle-born, which is clearly a very sensitive topic for her. And I'm not saying that wanting to know everything about something is a bad thing. I'm just saying that she takes every opportunity to voice her knowledge when it becomes semi-relevant, even though literally nobody cares. Like, we get it, you're smart, save it. I honestly feel like her being smart is more of a plot convenience to the story than some kind of winning quality that she has. And what really bugs me about this is that she uses this to try and make herself useful to people. And this is honestly a lot of projection. I've met people who do that, and they are not people you want to be around. Just a little life advice here: if you ever meet someone who does something that you cannot do and goes on about how they are helping you, learn how to do it yourself and run from there. Point number 3 is the one that I have the most to say about, and this is her inflated sense of grandeur. I said this in the last video and I'm going to say it again because I stand behind this. I think Hermione is more arrogant than Draco Malfoy and James Potter combined, and about 50 times as more arrogant as Snape perceives Harry to be. I think the best example of this is when she started the whole spew thing. She put herself on this pedestal as being the only magical being who cared about elf rights, even though literally everyone around her, including the elves, told her that they were happy working. Like, seriously, she was so convinced that she was doing the best thing ever that she just ignored all this information that was being smacked in her face. I feel like my tone is just getting angrier and angrier as I'm going throughout this video, and that's because I seriously hate Hermione Granger. Hermione is incredibly full of herself. She has to be right about absolutely everything, and if she's not, she becomes the most unbearable person ever. In the 3rd book, she takes all of these extra classes which she's not even able to keep up with, even though she has the ability to time travel, and she goes all out to insult divination and the teacher, and I think it's also Lavender Brown, because she can't do divination, which automatically means that anyone who believes in it is stupid because it's not a real thing. In the 5th book, she goes all out to insult Luna Lovegood. She is so rude to Luna at one point that Luna walks away, and even Harry tells her, can you stop insulting people who are on my side? The only time she starts being nice to Luna is when she wants to use Luna to get a story published in the Quibbler, which is just manipulative and not any points in her favor. And then we get to the 6th book, which is the absolute worst. She is so jealous of this half-blood prince that she goes into hyper mode to find out who this is, to kind of expose them and show that this is actually a terrible person, or that it could have been a girl. That is her main focus throughout the book. And it annoys me so much that right at the end, after Dumbledore died, she brings up the fact that, oh, by the way, I was right. Prince is actually a girl. It's Snape's mother. Seriously, who cares at that point? Dumbledore just died. 6 years at Hogwarts and she still hasn't got her priorities straight. Now for number 4, which is the main reason why I hate Hermione so much. She's a bad friend. She's constantly trying to force her ways onto the people around her. She's always criticizing people. She loves to brag, especially when no one cares. She just has to one-up everybody and gets super mad and rude when she can't. And then there's the number 1 reason as why I hate Hermione and think she's the worst friend ever. The firebolt incident. So in the books, Sirius sends Harry the firebolt after his Nimbus is destroyed after he was attacked by Dementors. And Hermione decides for herself this was probably sent by Sirius Black as some way to jinx Harry. So let me, without telling anyone about this, go to McGonagall and have Harry's broom taken away from him. Give me a second or I'm just gonna scream this out. Obviously she had good intentions here. She didn't want Harry to get hurt. But she didn't even bother to tell Harry about this. Now I know, obviously if she had told Harry about this, he would have said no. But she could have done that before going to McGonagall. That would have made the situation less hate-worthy. But no, she just went straight behind Harry's back to have his new broom taken away from him. I don't care what your intentions are. You do not go behind the back of a friend like that. And then after she goes behind Harry's back to do this, she goes crying about how Harry and Ron are ignoring her because she did the right thing. Seriously? Seriously, Hermione. Second little life lesson I want to throw in here. Stop it with the victim mentality. Get up and be the hero of your own story. Be the villain of someone else's if you have to. Actually, don't do that. That's bad advice, but stop playing the victim. So yeah, that is why I hate Hermione Granger so much. And of course, this is all just my opinion. I have no issue with people who actually do like Hermione Granger. I just personally can't stand her at all. Also, one more thing I want to add in here. I absolutely hate that she ended up with Ron because I think he could do a lot better. So today I want to know from you guys, who is your most hated character in Harry Potter and why? Let me know down in the comments, and if it happens to be Hermione, we are gonna have such a good time down in the comments. However, if your most hated character happens to be Sirius Black, then we are gonna have a problem because he's my favorite character. Actually, I would really love to know if someone out there hates Sirius Black and why. I feel like that would be a very interesting conversation to have. Anyways, that is it for there's a hair in my face. Anyways, that is it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like it, share it if you want to troll someone who actually does like Hermione, and if you're new and want to see more of me, be sure to hit subscribe and book the bell to join Planet RoqueSox and get Soxy new videos every Wednesday. If you want to know what goes on in my alternative normal life the rest of the week, you can head over to my personal channel and social medias, all of which are linked down in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next week, you just keep rocking. Bye!